Kauto Star, even money. Kauto Star is now 70% of that money on the exchanges for Kauto, 30 for Denman.
And Debbie here is a nurse. The hearts are beating here, Debbie.
Jockeys down at the start. They all look an awful lot calmer than I just feel, I have to say. There's a lot of butterflies with the lady with the microphone, but the jockeys and the horses all nice and relaxed. You've seen Ruby just go through the foreground there, followed by Denman. Kauto Star and Denman. It's not a two-horse race. These are all in with a chance. It's been a great meeting for Robert Thornton going through there, and there is Paul Nicholls' third runner, Neptune Collonges. Good luck to them all. Come back safe and give us the race we're looking forward to.
Let's get in a word from the team, starting with Ted, John and Jim. What's going to win it, lads?
Well, my heart and my mind says Kauto Star, so I'm not going to deviate from that.
No, and I'm hoping for you because I don't want him thumping me halfway round. So, yeah, I'd like to see Kauto Star follow up from last year. Jim?
Well, he looks a special horse. If Denman can beat him, good luck. But until he does, you have to stay with the champ.
Simon, you're going to call them. How do you think it'll finish?
Well, one thing that has been noticeable today is that the horses are getting pretty tired up the hill, and I think conditions are quite searching out there on this new course, and that may well play into the hands of Denman. I've always been in the Kauto Star camp, and it was great to hear Kauto Star get a really great round of applause when he was named by the course commentator here in the parade, and he seems to be receiving the popularity that he surely deserves. He's had a fantastic career so far, and as Paul Nicholls has said many times, it's going to take something special to beat last year's winner. Alistair, you're a great judge at this meeting. What do you think?
Well, I've come round at the left towards Denman. I just hope that it turns into this great head-to-head in the race. Simon, to call the 2008 even Tote Sport Cheltenham Gold Cup, the most anticipated race in 44 years.
So in they come. Starter Sean McDonald calling them in, and they're off. A big cheer from the crowd sends them on their way. 22 fences to be crossed, and the grey Neptune Collonges, a stable companion of Denman and Kauto Star, is sent on into the lead by Mick Fitzgerald. Denman sitting second at the first and jumped it well. Kauto Star is disputing third with Collonges. Then a fistful of dollars in the pink jacket. Further back, Exotic Dancer from Iron Man, and then Contraband as they jump the second fence. Out towards the rear, Nowhere in a green jacket, Fustrion de Payon, also Celestial Gold, and Azulejo is the back marker. They're in front of the stands and running uphill towards the far side, and it is Neptune Collonges that makes the running here. It looks a fairly sensible pace. Denman in second place under Sam Thomas, who's seeking his first win at the Cheltenham Festival. Kauto Star and Ruby Walsh towards the inside, still sharing third position with Collonges. Then a fistful of dollars as now they jump fence number 3. The leaders safely over. Exotic Dancer up the inside of Iron Man, then Nowhere, Fustrion de Payon, Contraband, Celestial Gold and Azulejo. This is the water jump for the first time. Neptune Collonges over in front of Denman. The white-faced Kauto Star on the right. On the outside is Collonges. Pink colours, a fistful of dollars. Kauto Star very well backed. 11 to 10 on favourite as they clear this open ditch. And they all jumped it with aplomb and with great accuracy. Nowhere is further back in the green with the white stars behind a fistful of dollars. Iron Man to the outside as they jump the next. Towards the rear still Celestial Gold behind Exotic Dancer in the pink cap. Tony McCoy on the inside. Always rides him off the pace, Exotic Dancer, but he's a very solid stayer as they go towards another open ditch. Neptune Collonges from Denman. They're about 6 lengths clear of Kauto Star and Collonges. A fistful of dollars is fifth. Then Exotic Dancer on the inside of Iron Man. Then Nowhere. A gap back to Fustrion de Payon and Celestial Gold as they cleared the next plane fence, and out the back the big outsiders Azulejo and Contraband. So no dramas so far as they reach the highest point on the racecourse, but they've still got well over a circuit left to cover in this Gold Cup, and it's Neptune Collonges from Denman, almost joined by Denman there. Neptune Collonges. Kauto Star in third place not letting Denman too far ahead. Kauto to the outside, and a fistful of dollars. Iron Man wide of Exotic Dancer, followed by Nowhere, Fustrion de Paon and Contraband and Azulejo, and they jumped the next. And it was still Neptune Collonges that led the way. They're about to return towards their starting point here then. And now on towards fences 11 and 12. And in a circuit's time, this is the point where the race will really be on. And it's Neptune Collonges who leads the way by about a length and a half to the big horse, Denman, in second place, the horse they call the Tank. In third on the outside, Kauto of last year's winner, Kauto Star, the leading chaser in the country. Great jump by Denman there. That was a super jump, and he joined Neptune Collonges, and Kauto Star wasn't quite so fluent. On towards the next. This will be the last next time round, and Denman is in front. Denman leads the way to Neptune Collonges now. Sam Thomas has allowed Denman to stride on, and he's going to try and stretch them out now and test everyone else's stamina as they race towards the far side. Denman by a couple of lengths to Neptune Collonges. Kauto Star in third place, Kauto in fourth, and John Frankham is watching this like us all with eager eyes. What do you think, John?
Well, Simon, I couldn't have told you what was going to win before they started. I'm none the wiser now. All I can tell you is on the overall balance, the horse in front at the moment, Denman, has jumped the better of the two.
Yes, Denman at the moment, it's looking quite effortless for him. Neptune Collonges, Kauto Stars just brushed through one or two of the fences. Azulejo has been pulled up as they clear the water jump. A fistful of dollars in fourth. Kauto is coming under some pressure. Exotic Dancer, let's not forget him. He's still well within hailing distance as Denman puts in another great leap over the next, that open ditch from Neptune Collonges. Kauto Star jumped it well, however, as they head on towards this next plain fence. Denman again met it really well from Neptune Collonges. Kauto Star is about 6 lengths behind Denman now, but he's got plenty of acceleration. Exotic Dancer moving into fourth place. This is the final open ditch they're coming to. It's 6 out, and Denman's over in front from Neptune Collonges. Kauto Star is in third place. Then Exotic Dancer, a fistful of dollars. Nowhere's under the whip. So too Kauto as now they head towards another plain fence. Denman comes in to take it. Absolutely spot on again. Kauto Star landing in third place there. Still about 6 or 7 lengths. So Ruby is asking Kauto Star. He's asking him to try and close now. Can he do so? Neptune Collonges remains in second. Exotic Dancer closing a little bit. Here's 4 out. Denman over in front. There's a tricky fence he's got over. Neptune Collonges in second place. Kauto Star looks in trouble, and the whip is raised for the first time on last year's winner, Kauto Star. Exotic Dancer trying to run on in fourth place, but Denman is now pulling clear as they go towards the third last. Shortens up to it, and he's safely over Denman. He's now 7 or 8 lengths clear. A mistake from Exotic Dancer. Kauto Star's in trouble. Neptune Collonges is only just hanging on to second place, but Denman is pulling further and further clear as they turn for home, and this undefeated chaser, Denman, looks like adding one more victory now with 2 more fences to be jumped in the Gold Cup. Neptune Collonges is fighting it out with Kauto Star, who just can't get to the leader. Here's the second last, Denman. He's over again. He hasn't touched a twig. Kauto Star has got 8 or 10 lengths to make up as they race towards the final fence. Denman and Sam Thomas comes towards it from Kauto Star, who is closing slightly. Denman's over in front. Kauto Star's about 7 lengths down in second place. Denman's getting a little weary on the run-in. Kauto Star trying hard to close, but Denman's been out in front for a long time. He's still 6 or 7 lengths clear, and he's too good for them. Denman is destroying them, and a new star. It's Denman who wins the Gold Cup. Kauto Star holds on for a gallant second from Neptune Collonges, who stayed on in third. In fourth, Kauto, then Exotic Dancer from Nowhere, and a fistful of dollars, and none of the others have finished. And Denman was in control from a long way out here. The big clash never really materialised. Kauto Star was in trouble, probably 4 fences from home, after which the whip was raised, and Sam Thomas always had a ton of horse, quite literally, beneath him here, because this colossus of a horse, Denman, has powered to victory in this Gold Cup. A first festival win for Sam Thomas. Denman retains his unbeaten record over fences, and he is simply awesome. He's one of the best we've ever seen, and Alice Plunkett is down there, and he is with the winning jockey, Sam Thomas, the day of his life.
He's being described as one of the best we've ever seen. Tom Skew coming and giving him a...
I don't know what to say. Absolutely lost for words again. What a horse. What a horse. Like, it's a job to know with him how quick he's going sometimes, because you keep him walking there.
Come on. Go on.
It's a job to know because he travels and jumps. Oh, Jesus. Go on. But he's some horse. He's got a bit tired, but he's not doing a tap in front.
Well done.
What a horse.
Well done.
Paul Nicholls. Paul in a welter of congratulations. He was awesome powerhouse of a horse. Well done. Fabulous to watch.
Yeah, just brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, it was a great performance, good for the whole team, and just brilliant. Brilliant.
Did you expect him to be able to go that far from home? They never lay a glove on him.
I just thought, going out on the second circuit, he was, going really well, and it was just good. He's just good, and there we are.
Well, you bought a champion here last year. You bought a fine horse this year. Thanks so much.
Not at all.
Fantastic day.
It wasn't the head-to-head that we'd all hoped for and anticipated, but there's no doubt this horse is a little bit special. On the day, he's jumped better, and Clive Smith, the owner of Kauto Star, I think will be hoping for a rematch, and, well, everybody else will as well. But today is Denman's day, and it's also the day for Sam Thomas. What a way to have your first, or what a race to have your first festival winner in, and he gave him a fine ride, Ted.
A fine ride is right too. He let Mick Fitz lead him for a circuit, and then he molds it up on his outside. He knew this horse, he'd full confidence in and let him stride on, and his jumping was immaculate. I think his jumping to me was that bit superior than Kauto Star's all the way. I find it hard to believe that Kauto Star ran to what he's capable when Neptune and Collonges got so close to him, but maybe he did. Maybe this horse exposed him for maybe being not quite as good a stayer as we thought he was. But this was a great performance for this horse. And a wonderful ride by young Sam. I mean, his first winner here at Cheltenham, plenty of pressure on him, and he was as cool as a cucumber. There's Kauto. He was our champion last year. He's still a very good horse, second in a Gold Cup, won a Gold Cup, but he was just exposed today. His jumping wasn't, maybe he was just going a mile an hour faster than he wanted to be going, but he just didn't let fly it like we thought he would, did he?
No, he never went and got any ground. Every time they got to a fence, you always felt that Denman was just taking a little bit more out of it. And he just looked more assured, seemed to know. They both jumped the first fence really well, but from then on this horse seemed to just take everything in his stride. Kauto Star, there was one fence halfway down the back, both times he snatched at it. A couple of fences he got in and just lost. When you start to get in close, it just knocks an awful lot of momentum. But this horse, he was good when he won the Sun Alliance last year. He was even more impressive this afternoon. And let's not forget the third, the other one of Paul Nicholls, 1, 2, 3, Neptune Collonges, ran on really well to fill third spot under Mick Fitz. Some really good action photos, and well, Sam Thomas' face almost describing how most of us were feeling just watching him. Absolutely breathtaking, Denman. And nothing to be lost in defeat. Kauto Star has given us plenty of good moments. There'll be more to come. And in some ways, that sort of result, they'll be wanting to take each other on again.
Oh, yeah.
Ted made the point this morning, to win a Gold Cup, A, you've got to jump, which Kauto didn't do. B, you've got to stay, and this horse stayed really well. And it's a combination. He was always in a better rhythm. He's beginning to enter the amphitheatre. He's got about 100 yards, 120 yards to go to the winner's enclosure.
What a feeling. You look after him every day. He's done it.
Yes, that was brilliant. I almost couldn't stand up to see him go by the winning post. It was brilliant. And to have the others come second and third as well was brilliant.
Well done.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Denman makes his way through a press of folk up towards the winner's enclosure he graced last year, but this time it is as the finest chaser in the island, Sam Thomas, who gave this horse a hell of a steer. He really with confidence. Listen to the call! With me, Harry Findlay, with a bulldozer has delivered, young man.
Alistair, listen, we ain't just delivered. We've had to do what's tactically right to beat our other stablemate. Forget about your Grand Prix and your football and your tennis. Two stablemates. We had to do what we had to do to break the champion. Paul Nicholls' favourite horse, Clifford Baker's favourite horse. All these morons are talking about conspiracies and this, that and the other. We've had to do everything right to break Kauto Star's heart, and that's what we did.
And he was perfect. You went out, powered and jumped.
Powered and jumped. Sam, we discussed the race so many times. We knew what we had to do, and it's just brilliant. Sam was awesome. Just like the Hennessy, lovely lead, 4 fences. We all knew. It's almost similar, Alistair. We knew, really, didn't we? You know, you knew last week who was going to win, and you knew down the back. They all thought Kauto had a chance. He was gone.
Mighty day for all of us.
Alistair, what a great day for the sport. Thanks, mate. John, thanks for all your help.
Well done, Harry Findlay. I think it'll be sometime in April before he actually gets to sleep. I mean, wonderful. You know, you see some owners and they seem to show no emotion, no matter what the race, but he wears his heart on his sleeve, and rightly so.
He'd have been, in fairness, he'd have been the same if he got beaten as well. And
Absolutely.
Wanted the race more than anything, and it was a terrific triumph.
Couldn't agree more, and also for Paul Nicholls, of course, he was missed out on the Betfair bonus with this horse winning, but couldn't have been more delighted. It is a proper team down at Ditchett.
Sam Thomas, the picture that's going to sit on his mantelpiece for years to come. Paul Nicholls is trying to organise everybody so they can get some photos. The world and his wife is in here, and as you can see, it's fairly muddy. The one person who doesn't look bothered by any of it is Denman. Just the pictures that the Paul Nicholls yard have dreamed of. A 1, 2, 3 in the Gold Cup, and Denman's the one that came out on top. Okay. Sam Thomas has weighed in out here in the winners. I don't know if they're going to let him go back to the weighing room to say, get his well dones. Good. Here you go. Had a chance to get your breath back now off the horse. You never had lost faith in the horse. You said you'd have ridden him, whatever. He proved you right.
Exactly. I went through the race in my mind a million times over, and it went exactly to plan. So, you know, I can't say any more. It's just got to crack him right off the horse, and he's just showed how good he is now. So.
I spoke to Ruby, and Ruby said he was never going to win, so he knew early on. When did you decide to kick and let them chase you?
That's my mum there. No, I didn't.
Oh, well done, Mum.
I didn't kick at any stage, but he's such a good horse. He travels so well. You could easily go too quick on him, you know, because he does everything so easily. But, you know, I just let him do his own thing early on, and, you know, that's the best way to ride him, I think.
For you, what about today? How is it?
I can't really answer that right now. It's just in a bit of a dream at the minute. So.
You do look it, actually. You look a bit spaced out.
Just a bit bewildered. Just going to soak it all up and enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Well, Clive Smith here in the second place enclosure. How is he feeling? He's just going to commiseration, but let's have a quick chat. Clive, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's a great winner for for the stable, and I'm very pleased with the Denman connections. We didn't quite run up to our best, I don't think, but I mean, I'm not saying we might have done any better, but I'm all congratulations to the Denman camp anyway.
What did Ruby say when he dismounted?
He said the ground was a bit tacky and he didn't jump so well. He couldn't maybe get out of the ground so well, but he just said he never really was going to his normal best, So there we are. It's
an incredible game, this, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? You're up and down one day and next, aren't you?
Yeah. Now, but 12 months from now, what about the big rematch?
I know, yes.
Yeah?
I think we'll have him on the rematch. The second set.
Good to see you laughing.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm happy about it anyway.
Thank you very much.
I'm not unhappy.
Well done.
Okay, thank you.
Well, a really special horse, no doubt about that. And well spoken to Clive Smith. Well done to Harry Finlay. They'd made their plan, knew what wanted to happen. Neptune Collonges took them along for a fairway. And Ted, you've just come back in. You said Ruby said he was never really travelling at all.
Never gave him sort of the feel that he could go. He said he was always struggling to get by Neptune Collonges, let alone ever get to Denman. He said he just didn't feel like a horse that he rode. In previous times, he said he'd always be going by horses, but he said even the first circuit after going a mile and a half, he always just felt that he was going up and down the one place.
Yeah, well, it says volumes for the horse's bravery, because he was struggling from a long way out. He gets past Neptune's Collonges, and then he has to work even harder to hold back. We're coming down to the last. Neptune gets it on a really good stride. Kauto Star better than Neptune Collonges, otherwise I don't think he'd have been second. But let's not take anything away from this horse, regardless of how you viewed it beforehand. Jumps to last there, and it's just a really good performance. Yeah, absolutely. Up there in the van the whole way, made everything go and try and get to them, and he's just run the legs off them on the ground on the day.
Should also pay tribute to Neptune Collonges, who hasn't had an ideal preparation for this, but ran the race of his life. Almost got up for second. Kauto Stars, John and Tennis had a game second. But it's this horse's day, and he's got a fantastic record. He's the new kid on the block.
Unbeaten over fences, Denman wins the 2008 Gold Cup. 25 years on from Michael Dickinson, sending the first, second, third and fourth out. Paul Nicholls has sent, and the fifth indeed, has sent the first three out. And Denman, this great powerhouse of a horse, big, strong, willing, with a mighty jump in him. He's the sort of horse the public warm to, and they really love this animal, and he's given them a thrilling display. It was a real test. He passed it.